Hello, everybody. Welcome to BadgerBeat.com. Rob Hernandez back with you as our Badgers S.O.S. series switches now to the defensive side of the football, and specifically the defensive end position, where the Badgers lose a whole host of stalwarts from last year, namely Patrick Muldoon, Tyler Dipple, and Ethan Hemer. Now, losing a cast of characters that has played as many college football games as those three might indicate the Badgers will be awfully green along the defensive line in 2014. But in fact, nothing could be further from the truth. Konrad Zagzebski, a senior from Schofield, D.C. Everest, is a great example of that. Over the past 2 seasons, Zagzebski has played in 26 football games, albeit starting just 4. But being on the field in various personnel packages and gaining the experience needed to step into a starting role this season figures to loom huge for Zagzebski and his fellow defensive line mate Chikwe Obashi. At Badger Football Media Day, we talked to Konrad Zagzebski about what to expect out of the defensive end position in 2014. I know on paper there's a lot of losses, but a lot of you guys got on the field last year because they like to use a lot of personnel. How good do you feel about being able to step in and if there are gaps to fill, filling them?
You know what? I feel very comfortable with the guys we have. We got a lot of young talent that's coming up, that's learning, that's maturing quickly as we need them to, and I feel really good about the upcoming season. We just got to have a good camp and carry that over to LSU.
Chemistry-wise, how do you like the group that you were with up there up front, and what can fans expect out of that group?
You know what? First question I'll answer first is the fans can expect an energetic group, physical group. We're a little lighter, so we're a little faster. We're a little bit more shifty, so you'll see a lot more moving around, so we're excited about that, and I know Coach Hernandez and Coach K are excited about that as well, so that's how I'd answer that.
Now, that you mentioned a little bit lighter. I mean, that was a topic down at Chicago at Big Ten Media Days, the fact that you guys might represent perhaps a new age of defensive linemen, maybe not quite as large, but able to hit hard and move around well. Do you see that trend?
Yeah, I see it a little bit. You see guys that come in as linebackers that gets moved to the DN position. Myself, Jake Kiefer, a few of those guys. So I think you can continue. You will continue to see that, and I think that'll be a continuous thing in the future.
Do you expect to be a playmaker type DE, or how do you see? What do you fancy yourself in terms of the way you perform in the field?
You know what? I see myself making plays, but I see myself making plays within the system. I'm not gonna make the linebacker make me right. I'm gonna first do my assignment and then make the play after that. That's how I see myself playing throughout the year.
Any pressure making this a crisp camp, knowing that LSU is the first game versus say easing into it with maybe a 1AA or a lesser Division I?
I think you take every day just one day at a time, no matter who your first opponent is. Obviously, LSU is a great opponent to open the season with. It's a big-time stage. It's a big-time environment to be playing in. But really, it's just a one-day focus, and that's how you got to approach it every day.
And last question about the Big Ten West as it's configured now. What challenges do those teams present a defense, and especially guys up front? Because the point was made down in Chicago, there's a lot of smash-mouth teams in that group.
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of good teams. There's a lot of big old lines. You just got to come ready to play every day. You got to prepare when you're off the field in the film room and study your opponent, and I think we got a great group of guys that can do that.